Good afternoon, and thanks once again for joining me on this journey with low carb cocktails. Today I am going to try 3 different versions of a Yellowbird. Now, normally I make things low carb as much as possible, but sometimes you have to use something that is not low carb. I don't know how much sugar or carbs are in Galliano, but that's a key ingredient to the Yellowbird. So, as I had gotten the original recipe from someone named Sean on the Just Drinking Facebook page, just a little bit of information on that page. A couple of guys in northern Iowa had started a Facebook page and a YouTube channel and a few years ago, and they called it Just Drinking After Hours. They wanted to start with rum and try a bunch of different rums and then move on to something else, thinking that it won't take that long to go through all the rums. But in fact, they realized that there's a massive number of different rums out there. Everybody seems to be making rum these days, and some of them are not that good. Some of the name brands aren't that great, but there's a lot of rums that are made by small distillers, and they have something distinct about them, and I recommend that you check those guys out. Otherwise, one of the people that is a member on the Facebook page, he had posted this Yellowbird recipe, and it uses Galliano. So I thought, well, I guess I'll try that. Went out and got some Galliano, and now what I'd found when I went to look online for recipes in general for that drink, I found 3 basic recipes. They're actually quite different, but each of them, of course, use Galliano as an ingredient in different amounts, and most of them have, or all of them have, garnishes with cherries and some with lime slices. I'm not going to garnish these. I'm not going to add a cherry to this, just because don't need the extra sugar. But I'm going to do this as something that I can make these 3 and try them and see which version I prefer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 3 glasses and put the ingredients all in those 3 glasses. Then I'll shake those and shake those 3. Put those back in, strain them back into the glass, each glass, and then we can try them and see what we think of that, or what I think of that at least. So, start out with the first one. That one has 2 ounces of a Gold Rum, and I'm going to use this Bombarda Culverin rum. Bombarda is a company, I believe, out of Florida. Found out about these guys a while back. They make their bottles look like cannons, which is neat. I have one that's a little more aged than this. Tastes a little bit better, and it happens to be in a black bottle, which really looks cool. But for my Gold Rum, I'm going to use this Bombarda rum. So in this first one, it's 2 ounces of Gold Rum. One ounce of Orange Curaçao. Orange Curaçao, basically Cointreau, but Cointreau is another thing that's going to be full of sugar. This is obviously not a this is a tequila bottle that I had from a long time ago, and I saved it so I could make keto-friendly orange liqueur, and it tastes quite a bit like Cointreau. This I'll point to the recipe for this that I got from the Low Carb cocktail guy. He was showing how to make different cocktails, and mostly I looked at some syrups. I'd already figured out how to do most syrups, but this triple sec or orange Cointreau is something that I got from him. I adjusted the ABV to get it up to around where Cointreau is, and this is a decent substitute without sugar because it has Splenda. He prefers to use allulose, but it's more expensive. I like to do things as low cost as I can. 1 ounce of Galliano. That's quite a bit of a Galliano. And 1 ounce of lime juice. Now, I'll tell you right off, this one is an easier version, but it's got a lot of Galliano, a lot of lime juice. So we'll see how that ends up tasting in the end. The next one has 1/2 ounce of lime juice, one and 1/4 ounce of orange juice. And I buy these small bottles so that I don't have to keep a lot, open one up and use it, because I don't make a lot of drinks with orange juice. One ounce light rum and 1 ounce dark rum. Now, I don't have a lot of light rums. Most of the ones I have are gold or darks, but so I decided to use the Bacardi, which won't give a strong taste, and it's not the best white rum out there, but it is something that everybody has access to. And then Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum Company. They make a dark rum that tastes very, very good. But it's almost sacrilege to mix Doc Brown's with Bacardi. Sorry, Doc, but just for an experiment. And then it's only 1/4 ounce Galliano. And then it's the garnishes, which we're not going to do. Third one, one ounce of rum. It doesn't say what kind of rum. So we'll go back to this Bombarda rum. And so it's only got 1 ounce of rum, so this one won't be as high ABV. 1/2 Galliano. Banana liqueur. Back for this test, and it actually stuck for a second, but it did come off. So 1 ounce, that's a lot of banana liqueur. So 1 ounce banana liqueur. 1 ounce of orange juice. Just want to make sure I'm not mixing up the recipes, because there was orange juice, 1 1/4 of orange in the other. Okay, and 1 ounce of pineapple juice. Now I found at the store Libby's Pineapple Light. It has half the sugar and calories. So this is what I always use when I make something with pineapple. It doesn't taste as good as the high sugar pineapple juice, but we're trying to get low carbs for everything. So that's what I use. If you don't care about carbs, go ahead with just regular pineapple juice. And you can always find pineapple juice in the store. Okay, those are the 3. Now the only thing we have to do, shake them and strain them, and then we'll test each one and see which one tastes better. And just to make it easy, I'm going to put the ice in the drink, and then I'll dump it in, shake it, dump it back. But normally you would not do it this way. The way you do it like this, it might water it down a bit more, but so the first one, alternately you can just make these in the glasses, but we want to already, the ice is melted pretty much. I didn't put a lot of ice in there. And ice is basically all gone out of that, so just do the next one. And normally you would want to rinse the shakers out and stuff between drinks, but these are very similar drinks, so I don't think that it is going to make much of a difference. And again, we're just trying things out, see how they go. And there is a little bit of ice in that, so I'll dump that. And then the last one. And again, these are called a yellow bird. And the main ingredient that is different than you might have is the Galliano, and it's a lemon flavored liqueur. Of course, I haven't tried it by itself to see what it tastes like, but so as I stated, these are yellow bird drinks. They're supposed to be yellow. The second 2 have orange juice in them. The second and third, so they're a little bit orangish looking. The first one is very yellow. It's the simplest one to make. So we'll taste each of these and see what we think. That's pretty good. It's got a lemon forward taste. It's got a good rum in it, so that's going to taste good. And yeah, I like that pretty well. That's the simplest of the three as far as ingredients. This one, very orange forward. That had the highest amount of orange juice. It also, although it had Doc Brown's for the dark rum, it had Bacardi, so it didn't add any real flavor because Bacardi's pretty neutral flavor-wise, which is good for some things, but not for this drink. So I definitely don't like that recipe. The third one, this has the least amount of rum, and very different than the second one. This actually has a much better taste. It does have the pineapple juice in it. So I kind of like that, but I would cut back on the orange juice to maybe half an ounce, even that. It could probably go without orange juice at all. So basically, this first recipe was the simplest one to make. And it has the best taste. Now, I used the, I set it over here now, but my Cointreau equivalent, basically it's an orange liqueur that is made with, I made it with Splenda, the low carb cocktail guy who is where I got the recipe for. It takes a while because you have to cut the orange peels and do all that, and soak the orange peels in the mixture. And other than the waiting time, it's fairly easy to make. I think it takes about a week. It's been a while since I made it. When I made it, it makes the amount that I made is quite a bit. And I just used an old bottle to put it in. So, if you know what Cointreau tastes like, this tastes pretty close to it. Different amounts of Everclear will get it a bit closer or further from that taste, but and also the oranges you use, how fresh they are, because you use the orange peel to get that bitter orange taste in there. This stuff's pretty good. I recommend looking into making your own the triple sec / orange liqueur / Cointreau equivalent, because this is made without a bunch of sugar. So hopefully that will help you on your road, and I look forward to our next meeting where we'll talk about something else. I haven't decided yet, and just want to make sure that you like and subscribe so that we can keep this going and add comments. And God bless, and have a good day.